Welcome back, Mr. Goodberry. The First Star Logistics studio is fully equipped and ready to record.
Welcome back to Bengals on the Brain, presented by First Star Logistics. I'm your host, Joe Goodberry. We're going to continue our draft series. We kicked it off last week with Walter Nolan, the Ole Miss defensive tackle, which right after Daniel Jeremiah in his first mock draft for NFL.com, he had the Bengals taking Walter Nolan with the 17th pick in the draft. So that worked out pretty well for us and the timing there. So we got familiar with him. We liked what we saw from Walter Nolan. We're going to keep it moving and stay with the defensive tackle class and go to another often mocked guy that's in that same range. And we're talking about Oregon's Derrick Harmon. And he is a fourth-year player. Well, a lot of these guys are 3 years in college, which means they're younger. Walter Nolan's one of them. Mason Graham, Kenneth Grant, they're all projected to be younger. I don't have the age yet for Derrick Harmon, but Derrick Harmon, we got 2 games here we're going to watch. Number one, his best pass rushing game of the year against Boise State, and then his best run defending game of the year versus Ohio State, the first one. So that's encouraging to get these 2 games to watch and see what he can be. He's different because he's 6'5", 310. Like, do you want a Chris Jones looking guy? That's Derrick Harmon. So it'd be fun to jump into this. I'm going to spend 1 minute and say, I could talk about the Chiefs and Eagles advancing to the Super Bowl. I would love to talk about the Eagles more than anything because the Eagles do everything I hope the Bengals would do, whether it's signing the correct free agents, making trades, being aggressive, going up in the draft, manipulating the draft and moving around to find the fallers and the value picks. Quinion Mitchell was 5th on our board last year. Cooper DeJean was 12th on our board last year. They get him after the Bengals pick Mims. And nothing wrong with Mims. I'm just saying, like, the Eagles were already good, and they find 2 really good defensive players. They're probably going to be cornerstone players for them for the next 5 years plus. And that's why the good teams stay good, because the Eagles consistently do the right thing year after year, where the Bengals are like this. It's hard to match. And as for the Chiefs, they do all of that, but I do not care, and I don't want to talk about them. The Chiefs advance to the Super Bowl again. Anyway, here's Derrick Harmon from Oregon. All right, Derrick Harmon's going to be big, number 55 in the middle of the defense here. This is what PFF says was his best pass rushing game of the year versus Boise State. So that'll be nice to see. This is the first time I am fully watching his film. So it's not all cut up like it was Walter Nolan. Sometimes we're going to slow play it and have a longer episode here because I didn't have time to cut it all up for you guys. And sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. So enjoy this one. It's going to be a little bit longer. Grab a drink if you need to, and then come back to this point. We're going to start it, and we're going to go back to any plays that may be of interest for us. So Harmon's 55. We'll see him probably better once we get to the end zone tight angle here. Want to point him out right as we start. I believe this is 55 right here. He looks like the bigger of the 2 D tackles. They run a 3-4 scheme. As you can see, 3 D linemen, 2 edge players. That could just be this defense right now. But just so we know where Derrick Harmon is on that. Flowing with the play. He sheds his guy right away. Flows with the play. Keeps it moving. We're looking for the pass rush here because in this game because he had 8 pressures in this one. This is a nice play, though. You're going to see his vision. See him locking on. He's on the right side here. Stacking this. Is that the tight end? It might be the tight end. That's why he's throwing him around. Yeah, nice play by Derrick Harmon against the run there. He looks super strong. 3 years at Michigan State, 1 year with Oregon. I like how close he is to the line there. Remember McKinley Jackson? A lot of people asked questions early in his rookie year. Why is McKinley Jackson so far from the D line, or from the line of scrimmage, I should say? Normally that's because you need time. If you see a guy confident enough to get his head that close to the line, it means he feels fast. He feels confident in what he's doing, getting off the line, applying pressure to the offensive line. And this run goes away from Derrick Harmon, so not much there other than flowing with the play. So like I said, I didn't cut the Walter Nolan, remember, he had 25 and 29 plays that I felt were worthy of evaluation. These are not cuts. We're going to watch them all. Sometimes I'll talk. Sometimes I'll have something to say. Sometimes I will not. Harmon, again, off the snap, pretty good, right? Quick off the snap, discards that guard, and now he's one-on-one with this offensive lineman. Can't make the tackle in space. Let's see how close he actually was from this tight angle. He's the guy on the left side here. I like the way, again, he's turning, right? He's trying to set it on this side. Let's watch this hand here. I feel like that's the one that's going to pull down this offensive lineman. Yep. There you go. You put up that pressure on him, then you yank it away from him, and now in space. You're actually pretty close to that. So that's the thing about Derrick Harmon. I think he had a 29 PFF grade for tackling. So this is our first exposure. Let's see how often it actually does show up. Hey, that was going to be a good rip. He recognized the screen right away. That's why he stopped. The rest of the Oregon defense cleans it up. Watch Harmon on the left side here. Yeah, see, he recognizes the screen. He was going to go for the running back in the flats. So nice heady play so far. We've seen some good vision out of him. He definitely understands what's happening around him. His burst off the snap is really good. I really like how fast he's getting out of his stance. Yeah, watch that yellow arrow if you're ever unsure of where he's at. It's either been on the left or right side each time. So we got a push, rip. Left side again. Yeah, his hand usage is good so far. You can see his hands are landing where he wants them to, which is a key thing for any defensive lineman that we're going to evaluate. Not only do you have an array of moves, are you bendy? Are you strong? All these physical things. Are you quick off the snap? But right, do you have an array of moves? Can you lean on different things? Can you have a counter? Do your hands land? That's a big thing with Miles Murphy, right? When we watch the film, his hands do not land where he thinks they need to land. And then when he needs to go to 2 moves, 3 moves, they don't come quick enough from one to the next. They take time, like he almost has to think between. Let's watch Harmon here. I want to know again if he could have gotten to this tackle. Again, I like his burst off the line. I like how low he is. It's a 6'5" guy. He's still getting his helmet underneath the guard. One arm holding that guy up, getting your vision on the running back, and now throw him off you to try and make the play. I mean, that's a disruptive play. You get a positive grade from me on that. You're causing the running back to bounce it out. You need your teammates there. You need the end on that side to be with you. Double team here. He does a good job versus that double team. If you only give up 1.5 yards to maybe 2 yards on the double team left side, yeah. You see how he turns, splits, attacks just one guy? I really like that. Watch it here. You'll see what I'm saying. See if I can pause it at the right time. If you're getting double teamed, kids in high school or school ball, I think, and this is, I saw this from a defensive line coach, and I always agreed with it. Can't remember when, but if you can just attack the one and kind of just hold your ground there, you really just need to defend the one and just tie up the other guy slightly. Let your linebacker do work. You know, if you have good linebackers, just tie him up long enough for him to flow with the play, but really just attack the one guy if you can. And you're only really attacking half man if you can. And you're going to split that. But I think Harmon does a really good job here of tying them up. He's almost got one hand on the one guy and just enough to tie up the other guy with the other hand. They try to low block him. And we got another missed tackle. So try to low block him. He does a really good job getting his hands in front of him and not allowing himself to get cut blocked. Is that what they're doing? Yeah, look, it was really weak cut block if it was. But getting through there, again, really good hands. You can see he's very comfortable using his hands to not only keep this first guy at bay. Yep, right there. And then just that arm right there as the other guy tries to get in there. All the way to the right side here. Only 3 down linemen. He's going to have to go against the left tackle. Let's see the pass rush. So we got a couple missed tackles. We got heady play. He looks strong. He looks athletic off the snap. Athletic for a big guy, 6'5", 310. It's different when we see these 6'3", 295 guys. We got a hit on the quarterback of pressure. Really want to see this here. Okay, because they only have 3 down linemen. You're going to have to face the left guard and left tackle. No, because we have a blitz coming from this side. So that should keep the left tackle's attention. You can go one-on-one with this guard, which is really how we want to evaluate him. How often can we get our guy one-on-one if he's that dude? If he's Chris Jones for you, can we get him one-on-one and see what it looks like? And go with the power and then rip inside? No, man, good recovery by the guard, but then you just tossed him to the side like that afterwards. Woo, that is strong. And then you get in there for the hit on the quarterback. Hey, that's good. We will take that for sure. Man, did you see him get off on the snap there? I got to go back because you can really see the get off on these. He's right over. So you see the yellow arrow? Looks like he's right over the center. Let's watch the get off on this. If I can time it. Yes. Man. And everyone else, you see everyone else on the D line standing up just a little bit, just a little too vertical on their first step. Harmon is forward and fighting, and he's already making contact with a lineman. Gets back on his feet, or stays on his feet, I should say. Different than Walter Nolan. We saw him on the ground quite a few times. Derrick Harmon here. And then gets down the line and helps. I mean, he doesn't make the tackle himself, but I don't think that was going to be a miss. He was getting full body on that running back. It's a great play. Let's watch him right here in the middle. Yeah, great job just keeping yourself clean right off the snap. See if I can pause it at the right time. He's using his hands very, very well. It's a great sign. Right there. And then, yes, he kind of missed that tackle. He slipped off the top. He did go high. Tackling might be a huge thing for him. He got torqued inside there on that one. I think they're expecting an inside run. It's got to be him here, just so I can circle and be. So the lineman's going to try and torque him inside. That's the symbol I use for that. Watch this. You'll see what I'm saying. So get that outside shoulder. Help from his help from the other guy. Pushed him inside too. Good run by the running back. That's Genty, obviously. Which maybe I wonder if we'll ever get to a video of Genty if we feel like he's a legit option there. Can you work back inside on this? Oh, good tip ball. Genty will be fun for the highlights. Just that's one of those Friday night episodes. Let's grab a drink and just let's watch this guy bust off 60-yard runs. All right, Derrick Harmon closest to us. Slips inside that tackle. I think he forces that running back to bounce outside. He ends up on the ground, though. Let's see why. Left side here. Yep, eyes on the running back. I just get tripped up. That's not so much not looking like an athlete or getting blown off the ball. Again, he's fast off that snap, man. His jump is great. His jump is really good. Right side here at defensive tackle. I don't know why the linemen were looking left there. Maybe you're trying to get them to think it's a screen. Oh, he's on the ground. No, is he on the ground? Or is he still fighting? That's a big nose tackle they got next to him. Is that 52? All right, let's watch Harmon. He's here. If you didn't see, I couldn't tell if he ended up on the ground there or not. He's going to end up going head up with 78. Oh, getting thrown inside a little. No, that's him right here. So if you can't tell, that's his body right there. He's got his head down. Not where you want to be in this situation, and with a broken neck maybe, but still fighting through it, actually. He's hitting the running back. It's a pretty impressive play to stay with it because that was a double team initially. Oh, 2. I thought you were picking that off. Let's watch 2 at linebacker here, left side. Oof. Touchdown. Good throw. Let's see Harmon if he can get through this. Was it play action? What slowed him down? Yeah, it was. So they had to go with it, and then he actually got held when he threw the guy off. Showing his strength again. Definitely looks really strong. Double team there. Got him back a little bit. Now finish it. Stay with it. Oh, Harmon. We need the tackles, dude. This might be a really big issue for him, huh? I 29 grade on PFF for run or for tackling. That is not good. Here we are here. He's going to get double teamed. He's going to lose a little bit of ground, but he's going to have a chance to stay with the play here. Right there. He's got to get vision on the running back. Looks like he does. Now let's stay with the play. Here you are. You're free now. You're running to the hole. I mean, we got to have that tackle. If there's a time to end up on the ground, it's when you're tackling. Like, dive into that guy. Let him feel your full weight. Don't just hit him with your head. Gets double teamed again. I think he does a decent job here. Yeah, he does. I would give him good grades for that, despite getting spun around at the end. He held the initial point of attack. All right, he's right over the center off to the side just a little bit. Quick pass, not a chance to do anything. Let's watch his get off. Yep. Second quarter, minute 21 left. Okay, there's an inside win. Does that count as a pressure? Not sure if that's one of the 8. Right side here. Yeah, I like it. Let's go back and see. Right here. He's going to be all the way outside of the guard, but he's going to work back inside and try to go through the A gap. Double swipe to try and get back in. You got to get this hand up. Can you get this guy off you just a little bit better? Still get a hand in the face of the QB. We'll take it. That probably was considered one of the pressures. It's a win. It's a pass rush win. It could have been cleaner. Deep ball. Let's see if Harmon got a chance to rush here. He tries pretty much barreling his head through the center. 1 minute left here. Second quarter. He's all the way outside this time to the left side. Not all the way out, but nice win. Ends up on the ground. Let's see how and why. The get off was really good again. He's on the left side here if you didn't see the arrow. Get off was really good. He's going to swim to the outside. Yeah, very good. I hate when I double click it on you. Sorry, guys. Let's see if I can watch it one more time. Yeah, that's a really good arm over. He just trips over the lineman's feet. All right, right over the center now. Can you walk him back? Can you win? That is a win. That's a hit on the QB. Maybe not fully a hit, but definitely a pressure. All right, right over the center. Nice, strong arm, long arm. Was that caught? All right, right over the A gap again. Oh, over the guard, I guess. Another pressure. Another pressure. Man, when it's obvious passing situations, he's starting to rack up the pressures here. Here he is, over 78. It's kind of interesting here. The Boise linemen all went this way, and Harmon kind of went against the grain. He kind of first step was this way, but it looks like he's going to come back and try to win this way. So a little hesitation step and then come back inside. No, not really. It's because the line is sliding that way. So he's got to just split them now. Can he make it through? Not his most impressive win. But we'll take the pressure anytime we get it. Holding those guys at bay. Man, everyone's in on that quarterback. What was going on there? He's waiting for the screen to develop. No one released. Play action. Yeah, it looks like he's waiting for the screen. That's ugly. All right, see what Harmon does here. Hold up against the double team. He does again. He can hold up against the double. If we're talking, he's got a 90th percentile pass rush grade, but he holds up against double teams. Well, that's a good mix. You don't find those guys too often. There we go. Quick, easy win. This is one of his best wins. He is quick off the snap there. Again, right over the center. Go with the rip and just beat him. Yeah. Hey, that's good. That's what Chris Jones looks like. Especially considering, if we consider who the Bengals drafted last year with McKinley Jackson and Chris Jenkins, Jenkins not being the biggest guy either, getting maybe someone with some size and Harmon could be fun. Nice inside win, tripped up again. He's on the ground again quite a few times now in this game. Harmon on the right side here. He's got a very wide base. Those sides are thick. Not as much as your nose tackle in front of you. This guy's tall. It has to be taller. Look how long his lower legs are. Anyway, Harmon on the right side here. Let's watch the win. Instantly inside. That is fast. So we're seeing him at the snap get vertical, get upfield as fast as possible. But here, when he goes sideways, he is beating these guys inside. Sam Hubbard wins like that all the time. It takes, that's not an easy thing to do. Not everyone does this. And man, did he get tripped up by the lineman's feet? He's causing chaos, definitely. He's definitely been a chaos creator despite missing quite a few tackles and opportunities to end the play. He's long, he's strong, and he's down to get the friction on. Sorry. I like the attempt at a move there. He's trying to hit them with something different each time, whether that's use athleticism, length, power, inside, go right through them, inside out, rip moves, we've seen swim moves, we've seen bull rushes, we've seen long arms. Holding up against the double team, allow your linebackers to finish it up. Even though the double team was weak, the guy released right away. He likes to give the one long arm. That guy ended up on the ground there. He likes to give the one long arm and then rip off of it. I would say he likes to lean on a move. No, he went to a two-hand bull rush there. So he went long arm, didn't go with the rip. He went long arm, and then let me see if I can finish two hands to walk him back. And he ends up dumping that guard onto the ground. He's on the ground again here. Let's see what happened. He's getting rolled over down there. All right, Harmon, left side of the center. Long arm again. Keeps these guys at bay, but sometimes it leaves him a little off balance and exposed, especially if another lineman's going to come pick him up. And I think that's exactly what happened there. Spying the QB, looks like. Send sugar in the A gap. Send both linebackers know one's dropping back. Still completed, huh? No? Yes? Yep, 1st and 10 now. I don't know where they're pointing on Harmon there. It looks like he had a double team play action. Not a great true pass set or anything like that. It's Harmon right here in the middle. Held his ground, didn't end up on the ground there. Held his balance. All right, let's see. I'd like him to be able to break free of that. Once he's got the guy, he's going to lock him out. Not just yet there. He's going to lock him out here, get his vision on the running back. Running back clearly sees I can't cut back to the right. There's just too many bodies. Harmon's got his eyes dead on me. At this point, I'd like to see if Harmon can squeeze through and maybe dive and make this a wrap-up tackle around the ankles. I guess that running back, I guess Genty's a little too quick for that. It wasn't that close. That's about a 2-yard difference. Unless you can dive 6 feet. Maybe he can. He's 6'5". All right, we got another win on the O-line here and a missed tackle. Win on the D-line, I should say, and then a missed tackle for Derrick Harmon. Harmon, I think that's him right here. Yep. Easy, nice. This dude is strong, and his hands are quick. Now he's got to deal with the tight end. The tight end can't release his second level and get to his mark. He's definitely not supposed to block Harmon here. So you're helping out that way, and the linebackers get there to clean it up and limit this run from being a big one. So definitely causing chaos. Defeating blocks. Let's see. Can you get through that center? I mean, he is tough. He is tough for these guys to block. That is a lot of power right there. He gets a lot of I love the shade technique too. I love when you're angled this way because you could do so much. I can just barrel over the center if I want. I can go this way and pinball this way. I can fake it and come around this way if you're athletic enough. So let's see him. He's going to try and go through these guys. I think he gets double teamed a little bit here. It's the guard. So he ends up not with the guard or with the center. Ends up with the guard because of the blocking scheme. And he's got him on his heels right away and off balance. Spin move off of that. Hey, Derrick Harmon, you look athletic. You look strong and athletic. Really liking this game so far. Again, causing chaos. He's not the one to make the tackle, but they're trying to get him out of here. This side. Double team, right? This 65 is going to go right off the back of the right guard and try and barrel through both of them. He does just enough to fight through. I mean, he's not making this hole easy. Genty thought he was going to have a hole here until Harmon. Now he's got to cut back and try and fight through. We've got open and free defenders that are going to clog this up. I mean, Harmon gets credit for this, despite on the stat sheet won't say anything. Got a tackle on him. I mean, those guys, one thing to note when you're watching D lineman, O lineman, and I think every position actually, maybe not running back, but D line, O line, wide receiver, corner, any like one-on-one type situation. Is the player we're watching, do they look stressed by the opponent? Especially like O line, especially like corner. And then the flip side, are you stressing your opponent? Does it look like they're struggling to stay balanced, struggling to stay with you? Are they scared to come up and tackle you? Are they hesitant? Are they unable to maintain their leverage and get to their points where they're trying to block? If that's all the case, you're probably really good. And I feel like a lot of times here, he's getting under these guys and they look like they're holding on for dear life. I mean, that's a clean win pressure. He's not going to get the sack. Harmon's not going to get it here. And he's an 82 percentile for market share adjusted production, which is something we will talk about a ton through the draft process. So he's not an elite category market share, but you can see why. It's because he misses these tackles and doesn't come down with these. He might just be a super disruptor. I mean, that's a pretty clean win, man. I need that though, right? The difference between elite defensive tackles and elite edge rushers is they turn pressures into sacks. Carl Lawson was getting 50 pressures a season. Trey Anderson getting 50 pressures a season. Lawson ends up with 5 sacks. Trey ends up with 15, right? It's why one guy's considered elite. One guy ended up being, other than injuries, why he was just a solid to good player. So we need Harmon to get these. There we go. We zoom in on a tackle. But man, am I encouraged by this guy's vision, awareness, strength, athleticism, hand usage? No doubt about it. Get off? No doubt. Especially because he's a bigger dude. And he's not losing leverage. He might not be 6'5". He might be 6'4". But he doesn't lose leverage. Another. And he turned the corner here. We're going to talk about this for every defensive tackle. I think we think about this for ends. And I did talk about this with Walter Nolan. We think about this for ends, running the arc, right? Can you get to this point here and then flatten and get to the quarterback? Because by then the quarterback behind. Can you do that? Well, that's true for defensive tackles also. If you win this way, or if you win going inside, at some point you're going to have to cut and the angle's even tighter to the quarterback. Can you do that? Are you athletic enough to do that? That's why you need athleticism. You can't just be a big dude. Again, we're going rip, and he wins. He's not getting this arm off of him. So if we're going to say, like, why aren't these turning into sacks? It's probably because he's not cleanly winning, because I don't think it's a lack of athleticism. He's not cleanly disengaging from these guys. The previous one where he wins and flies right by the quarterback, probably true as well. You got to cleanly win in order to not get delayed just enough right there, if you know what I'm saying. Good game, though. I like this. Very impressed. So now we jump into the Ohio State game, and this is supposed to be his best run defending game of the season. I think a 95 run defense grade from PFF. I think it was a 92 pass rush for the last game. Both elite type games, so let's see how it goes. We get a chance to rush the passer right away, and he's at the edge spot in a 3-man rush. Left side. Not much to write about home. Simmons still playing left tackle in this game, huh? Nice dip inside. But we've got a wide receiver screen to the outside. Close to a first down. Different stance here, it looks like, so far through the first few reps. That Boise State game was early in the season. This is midway through the season, October, I want to say. More square. Maybe they're expecting to run a little bit more. There you go. Now you got your foot back. Let's see. Okay, he looks much more explosive when you can let him do that. It's a good offensive line for Ohio State. I feel like every time I watch their games, whether they had to shuffle and move guys or not, they could do anything. They went from like running zone to running gap and power, and there was like no drop off at all. I was really impressed with them every time I ended up watching them this year. Obviously, they won the championship, so they were good. But their O-line coach, whoever that is, credit for him. All right, here we go. We got to run defense play. Standing up the left tackle here as Harmon's going to get up over top of Simmons, slightly to the inside. Oh, he's got the guard. Okay. Hold him up, peek inside. Take away that gap. Can you get back to the outside? No, he doesn't, but the help gets in there. If you can control the point and at least get your head on one side, your linebackers can go to the other side and try and make a play. Little spin move out of Harmon here. Let's see him run this down, will he? No, he does not. He looks agile on that spin move, though, didn't he? He knew he was going to miss that tackle if he ran it down anyways. I'm joking. Oh, yeah. He got beat on this. I would say he got beat on this. This is a great play for evaluation. All right, here we go. One-on-one with the left guard here at the goal line. Let's see who gets lower. Oh, you got a little bit of help. You did get that push from the inside. That's what happened. He took on two really good players there. Tried to fight back inside. Did not happen. Gets flipped over. It's a loss for Harmon, but tough ask, but that is the task. Sometimes you got to take on two good offensive linemen and hold your ground. You will in the NFL. We got him all the way to the left side this time. This run goes way outside. No chance for him to make a play on it. Got his foot back here. Let's see if we can get a rush. Nope. He's kind of just holding him up. He's trying to set up the stunt. I don't know. And it looks very disjointed right there. I don't know what they were trying to do. Looking for the screen, maybe. He was definitely more concerned with his surroundings there than he was getting upfield. There you go. There you go. Now we got to play. Harmon, this side. Hold his ground against the double team. Fight through it just enough to get your eyes in there. I want to go back now that I messed that up. There you go. This is what we want to see more of. And you got to get one hand free at some point and make a tackle in the hole. And defensive tackles aren't great at it, but it's the good ones can do this. Good run defending ones. Domata Peko would rack up tackles this way. He would hold his ground, just stick an arm out there and make a tackle. Can we get Harmon there to do it? We do. He almost gets the ball out. Maybe that was key to that tackle there. He almost pulled that thing out of there. Lots of misdirection in this offense, huh? You really got to be aware of what's going on and how they're trying to attack you. We've got run action going this way, lineman releasing to the second level on the left. Meanwhile, we got a screen to the left. Yeah, you just can't attack upfield. You'll be out of the play so quickly. Oh, his nose tackle didn't trust it. This is right up his gap. This is right up Harmon's gap, but I wonder how many people will call this his fault. Let's see here. I'm not decided yet, so let's see what happens. Okay, so he dives inside. I'm assuming this D tackle is supposed to come over here, or is it the linebacker supposed to come over? Because he clearly dives inside here. And I mean, the D tackle gets there. The nose tackle gets right there. And is he held? He says he's held, but man, he doesn't look like he trusted that, didn't trust to do his job that the running back would be right in that hole. Yeah, so I don't put that on Harmon unless he wasn't supposed to dive inside. But the way everyone else reacted looked like he was. Oh, nice run stop by the corners out there. Harmon did a good job here, though. Underneath. That's what I wanted to see. Pad level. Remember, this is a taller guy, and his head is below the guard for sure. Out of his stance very quickly at the snap. Not giving a lot of room for the center to climb. You want to talk about athletes. Sometimes this looks like a running back here, right? How he's got to get skinny in the hole. Can he get his feet through there? Let's see if he actually can. But yeah, he does. Good job by the center. But the guard's bending to your will there. If it was a run to the inside, you did your job as Harmon. You can only do what you can do and what you can control in that scenario. The quarterback's reading and taking it to the outside. All right, let's see him. He's down. He gets underneath the guard again. Again, he does his job. He needs to get low. He wants to fire off as low as possible. Does he get under 67? He does. That's all you can ask for. Your linebackers are clean. If this run's going up the middle, you did your job as a defensive tackle. I like to see D tackles that are willing to sacrifice their body in goal line situations. You would like to think they all do, but when you watch them, they all don't. Ohio State's just so fast. Skill position's crazy. Seems like all the receivers, all the running backs are fast. And this guy looks like a tight end. He's thick. He's got to be a tight end, right? He looked fast. Diving inside. There we go. We got a pressure on the QB. Get it. Finish it. Oh, you're Harmon. We need these tackles. I don't know actually if I can take missed tackles in the backfield this often. If he's wearing Bengals colors, I might lose my mind. He's on this side. Quickly dives inside. Bulls right through the guard. All right, you got two hands on the QB. Miss. We need those. I'm not ready to be perpetually frustrated with our defensive tackle getting pressure, but can't get the quarterback down. That'd be terrible. Mahomes, Allen, Jackson. Yeah, that's what you want. All right, we got a run defense play that he gets involved with here. Looks like he's going to have to take on. Is he at the nose? He is at the nose. Okay, Harmon at the nose. Guard's going to come up, take a shot into his ribs, try and knock him off his spot. He does. Good job. You see the pellets come up on his feet as he slid, regained ground, turned the center, right, away from him. Get your eyes on the running back. I like Harmon against the run a lot. And then we got to tackle. Get that arm out, wrap him up. Sure, the running back got 5-6 yards because you got blown off the spot. All right, we're low in a short yardage situation. Can we get low? Yes, we do. and it keeps the linebackers free. Harmon's on the ground. There we go. Hey, only an X this time because we can't really see his whole body. But watch him off the snap and lower than 67 again. Knocks all those guys down as they dive. 20 is free. 20, can you go make the play? And 10. Hey, good job, 10. Where'd you come from? Staying free on that. That's the job, though, of a defensive tackle versus the run in a short yardage situation. Are they going for it again? We got to do it again. Oh, does one have it? Harmon missed the tackle. I miss again a good run defense play. And again, once again, whether run or pass, Harmon can't make the tackle here. Looks like we're shooting right through here, and the run is going this way by number 1, right? So let's see how close does he actually get to that. You got inside, you got lower, you got to that shoulder to beat him. Oh, that's a hand on him again. We need these tackles. That's a stop on 4th down. That'd be an A+ run defending play. How can we get a D tackle to be a better tackler? What a shame. His if he becomes an all-pro player and it's because he ended up being a really good tackler for whatever program he goes to in the NFL, I won't be shocked. I'm going to clip this right here if he is. But the amount of tackles he's missed is why his production profile is going to be good but not great. It's going to suggest a good profile but not a great profile. We're picking 17th, so you can do that. I like this I like that hesitation step to the outside and then diving inside. You end up getting double teamed, so it is what it is, but I like him as a pass rusher a ton. Watch this outside step, back inside with the swim. Yeah. You missed your hand usage there. Touchdown. That's the first time we got a clear miss with his hand. So he's going to go inside here. Power. Yeah, he hit his head. That's what it was. You want to be on the outside shoulder with that to really throw a guy off you. And we've seen him throw guys off him in every game so far. But if you miss and go over the shoulder pad and hit the guy in the head, that's his first clear miss. Yeah, long celebration highlight here, huh? 1:17 left in the second quarter now. Is that right? Okay. Go outside here. Nope, nothing. This is anyone versus Ohio State would be fun to watch this year, especially D linemen versus Ohio State because their line played so well. But they're also not giving you a lot of true drop back situations here. I mean, we're getting them right now, 2-minute drive. This is against the Boise State too. He had 3 pressures in that 2-minute drive as well. So maybe we can get that again here. But so far through 2 plays, we're not. 55 seconds now. 3rd down. Rush it. No, they're going to run it. Yes. No. This is going to be the story of Harmon. The man can't finish plays. Oh, this is going to be a tough evaluation. What are we going to do? I mean, that is a nice win. Let's go back. That is a great dip under there. He's holding you, right? No doubt he's holding you. Oh, if we had the other side angle from the back side, not great. Good job, defense. I mean, is that 3 or 4? Might be 3 big plays, a sack and 2 run defending plays. That could have been huge. 3rd down, 4th down that he's missed. All right, break off. Now let's see if you can close. Oh my gosh. That's a great play. That's a great play. 18. Yeah, break the pocket. No one's open. Eyes back. That's a great play. Harmon looks gassed. All right, 3 minutes to go now in the third. Get to the outside. I like his quick movement at the snap. Again, I mentioned Sam Hubbard, but he's behind the linebacker here, I believe, right? No, he wasn't. Let me go back. Sorry, I was on the wrong guy. Mentioned Sam Hubbard and how quick he is. You got to anticipate the snap, not just vertically. Like DeMarcus Ware, if you remember him, was offside so much, but he actually wasn't offsides because he just got off the snap so fast. He timed it so well. But like Sam Hubbard, when on his good run defending plays, times it to the side. And I should not be using yellow on yellow, but you also got to get sometimes into the other gap right at the snap. And watch Harmon over here. He's the one on the right side that I was focusing on. Right at the snap. Like that's fast. And that's extra offensive lineman in for Ohio State. Yeah, that looks like a guy who plays every snap versus a guy who does not. Get in there. That's a really good play. Oh, he's walking that center back. That's just sheer power, too. Get off is really good again. Left side here, getting in front of, crossing the face of the center, going with the rip move. And then sometimes you get that rip move and it's caught on the offensive lineman. You can barrel that shoulder right into his chest. And that looks like what he decides to do here with that, to try and get into the quarterback's face. Definitely powerful. Definitely a powerful man. Dives inside. Man, it just squeezed through that hole. Causing chaos with that. When you can be a penetrator, he looks like a penetrator too. He's had quite a few of these as well. So he's going to try and dive inside and cause some chaos if he can't, meet the running back in the backfield. The guy's got a great first step. It's really just missing the tackles, right? At this point, they're saying these are his two best performances. He's got other good ones as well. So it's not like these are only two. I don't want to make it that way. He's got all the traits you look for a guy that would be highly disruptive, can rush the passer and defend the run. How much time we got left in this? Okay, just a few minutes, so I'll get to the point. But those missed tackles could limit his overall production. If players are who they are, which is a premise I use when watching these draft prospects, don't expect a player to become something that he has not shown you at the collegiate level. You're drafting for hope. If you want him to become something different, let's not do that. You're hoping Miles Murphy will become a good pass rusher. He's never shown you that. That is not Harmon over there, is it? That can't be Harmon. That's got to be a different 55. That's 56. Yeah. Disregard that. Oh, no, that's because he's in the middle there. So maybe the arrow was just slightly pointed off. But you expect Miles Murphy to be an elite pass rusher when he was not in college. He was a terrible pass rusher in college. Well, you're hoping. You're not drafting well. Oh my gosh, we can't be doing this again, can we? We can't be missing another one, Harmon. Believe who people tell you they are. What's the phrase? I'm getting delirious on this. When people tell you who they are, believe them. And for Derrick Harmon here, man, that's a good rush. Get your feet, get back in. Now, if he wins cleanly, like I said earlier, if you can get this hand off of you, maybe it's just getting better with his moves. So he can have more free runs at these guys and be able to break down in space. I'm looking at the wrong guy. This happens. Sometimes. Harmon on this side. Hey, good rush by this guy, though. No disrespect, but we're watching Derrick Harmon over here. All right, reset. This guy. So it's like a swim move all the way across. Because this guy caused so much chaos, Harmon's got a free rush at the quarterback. You got to make the tackle. Sometimes your teammates cause the chaos and you're the beneficiary of it. Finish the play. Man, I would love to see your guys' comments on this. Is this worthy of the pick? We don't have testing and all that yet. We still got the Senior Bowl this week as well. If he finished all these plays, he's going to be a top 10 pick, right? the buzz would be so high on him. And it's another win here as a pass rusher. Left side. So we're trying to let the stunt go. We're trying to bring Harmon this way. I keep using yellow. And allow the edge rusher to come and loop behind him. A tackle and stunt. But sometimes you get to this point where it's like, hey, I pushed this guy and gained enough depth that now I can just win inside pretty easily myself. And that's what Harmon does there. And it's a nice clean win too. And you're in the quarterback's face. That's good pressure. Maybe a quarterback hit, might be classified as. So you've got a guy that is well-rounded, athletic, great size, seems highly active. Like we're not getting plays off, but we're also not getting a heavy rotation. Like when Chris Jenkins, we'd go through a game, we'd watch 20 snaps in a game because that's all he played. It seems we're getting much more snaps out of Derrick Harmon over the center now at nose as a double team to fight through. He's not going to get through that. But we've seen him on every position on the D-line. We've seen him do the dirty work. We've seen him be aware of screens and misdirections and things. Okay, let's get another win here. We do get a pass rush win here, I would say. Harmon, this one over 67. Okay. Looks like he's going to go outside here. Yes. Power. Oh, he's got hands to the face too. 67's got his hands in his face. We should definitely be getting a penalty on that. But we're going to, looks like he did a pull and a club maybe. Because the other hand's pulling. Is this one about to rip up? It might. Let's finish the play. Let's watch it. And then maybe I don't want it to sound like I don't know what I'm looking at. Let's go back again. See it again here. Full speed. Now that we know where he's at. Yeah, he's just trying to fight that guy off his face. It's a clean win, especially with getting legal hands to the face. Oregon's up by 1, and we've got a minute 30. So if you want to know the situation here, you're going to be able to rush the passer. Oh, he beats 67 again, and it's a nice catch downfield. All right, on this side again, same spot. We're going to beat 67 on the outside. Power again, going with the push, pull. Individually beating your man. I know it didn't affect the quarterback. We're trying to put the microscope on individual players. Oh, interior just melted everyone there. Looks like he's over top of the center. Going to go with a rip move. Can't get through as the guard's helping. They're both each got an arm there. Center's trying to help. I picked that up. And nice throw while you're falling, 18. 1 minute now from the 37. Harmon right over the center. That ball's coming out too quick. Can't let your D-line do anything if the ball's coming out this quick. He is tight on that ball. No neutral zone over here. He's slowing down. We need you to finish, Harmon. Game's on the line. I can't have you standing around there. We need you to win. That puts him in field goal range with 34 seconds left. You got to watch the run now. Nope, it's a pass. There's a lot of contact there. I've never watched this game, so I'm kind of into it. You Ohio State fans, there's just many crossover between Bengal and Ohio State fans. Probably knowing this, either dreading it or excited to watch the comeback, and I'm just enjoying. I've never seen this. What was that penalty? Is that why they ended up all the way back here? So Ohio State needs one more completion. Not getting anything out of Harmon. 6 seconds left now. They need a quick pass to the sideline, get a few. Spin move out of Harmon. Oh, pressure in his face. Time is out now. There's got to be timeout, right? There's no time left. Harmon, to close the game, we got good coverage on the back half, but hey, it's waiting for you to make a play here. Spin. Did not work. Good mirroring by 67. And then get in the quarterback's face just enough here. I don't know where. There's not many options there anyway. I don't know where he would have thrown it. But forcing the quarterback to stay in the pocket, not letting him throw, and forcing him to run. So that's Derrick Harmon, big number 55 from Oregon. if you want to go back to even further, you can some Michigan State tape to watch. But what we have so far is we've got a big guy that's athletic, splash plays versus the run and the pass, big games against the run and pass, tons of missed tackles, tons of missed opportunities to finish plays. How does that affect your evaluation? I'm really curious on the comments here. I know I said that during the review, but I want to see what you guys think. Because this is a unique evaluation. I don't see too many guys like this. I don't have someone I can think in my mind that goes, that he was like that and he fixed it. It tends to be something that sticks with you a little bit, and especially for defensive tackles that don't have the big tackle radius is something I've coined maybe like 10 years ago especially for defensive linemen, and that they need to be able to tackle within their arm lengths. And it looks like Harmon struggles with it. And you usually don't fix that too much unless you win cleanly, is why I wanted to point that out. And I thought he won cleanly enough that it could have not affected him, and it still did. So you take a guy like that in the first round that will cause chaos, that has the body, that has the athletic traits, the physical traits, the strength traits, he has the moves. He looks like he'll help you as a rookie. But he's got a fatal flaw in his game that may cap his upside. Is that worth the pick for the Bengals at 17? I'd love to hear about it. This has been Bengals on the Brain, presented by First Star Logistics. Until next time, Uday.
Hey, Dave Lapham here. While games are over for the season, there's no off-season for the First Star Media Group or First Star Logistics. Join me in the trenches and Joe Goodberry of Bengals on the Brain here on the First Star Media Group YouTube channel. First Star Logistics gave away great prizes during the season, which will continue with exclusive content and special giveaways during the off-season. So please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button to help us continue to grow the channel.